And I know you're probably just gonna, disclose what I'm saying, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. That is crazy. Let's fire you so we can get your attention instead of conversating or having a talk with you, and then fire you after the fact. I already got reprimanded for all this. I already talked to the Chief Justice. I had a whole conversation with him, and he just wakes. I mean, I get he was already in his position, but I mean, I respectfully never seen him till today. Never heard of him till today. Have you guys heard of him till today?
Yes. So
Okay.
he came back around about a week or week and a half ago.
If he says no, I'm about to shoot it up.
He's going to be the one to handle appeals in like an appellate court. So
I'm about to air it out. I'm gonna be honest. I'm so annoyed.
Every other Sunday in a month, we would do appellate court. So we just like knock everything out in one go. He's also going to be handling federal charges. So that's when the DA thinks that something, or there's a charge that isn't on the penal code. The DA will write up the burdens of proof for a charge. And then he goes to the federal judge and we do a federal court because,
How often is he around though? Is he like around or no? Because I've never seen him, bro. I never see him taking cases. I've never heard of him.
He's usually around later in the evenings. He's been sick for the past few days, so that could also be why you haven't seen him. But in the week and a half, 2 weeks that he's been back, I've seen him.
Do you think that firing me to get my attention was a good decision? Hey, let's fire him because let's see if that'll get his attention.
Suarez, I have my opinions.
Let's fire one of the lawyers who have a lot of fucking cell reps that does a lot of cases. Just did one yesterday. Got into court. Okay, look at my MDT. Look at how many reports I've been added to and representations. Hey, he already got suspended. He already got reprimanded. Fuck it. Let's just fire him. He's on duty right now. He didn't have his ad up. Like shit, man. It's not it happens, brother. It happens.
It happens.
You can only have one ad up, my friend. You know what would be better resolution instead of that is just having it to where there's a book called the lawyer book, a lawyer book app, and when you click on it, it shows every lawyer's on duty instead of relying on a handheld yellow page ad that you are limited to only one.
Perfect.
Yeah, let me be signed on. Let me put my ad up and let me limit myself to not doing anything else in the fucking city and just stay here at this wall and not do anything while I have no calls and nothing available. Let me do that.
So I guess on that point, I've seen other lawyers posting their ads as like, hey, I do this, but I also have, I do lawyer work for cell reps. I do all these other things, but I unfortunately, it's above me, and I can't really give my personal opinion on things. I'm sorry. I get it.
No. You're not trying to get in your own shit. You know what I mean? I get it. I get it.
I have my opinions on how that just happened, but
Let's just fire him to get. Yeah, I figured firing you would get your attention. Like what? Are you crazy? Are you fucking crazy? Bro, I figured that would get your attention since I know she would clock in. Yeah, what? What else would have got attention? It's just maybe a phone call out of respect.
Yeah, that's what I usually do. Is I see if I see somebody around, so my issue is like I can't see who's clocked in. I would love to. I would like how the police MDT works is that they can see.
Yeah, Nicky's. I think you're gonna get fired too.
Right.
He said he's looking at other people.
That we had that where I can see all of the lawyers who are clocked in, and because I do make courtesy calls and I say, hey, you don't have your ad up, and I especially when the Chief Justice is around, he's on that. He's usually like, hey, Orion, call this person. They don't have their ad up. I've done that in the past, and I give people courtesy calls. That's a tough one.
No respect. Give it at all. Slap in the face. You do all this work. I don't know.
Come back.
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. Here's the deal. You can get your bar back tomorrow after you serve a 24-hour suspension for not having your ad up. That's the official reason. But I'm going to tell you, Mr. Suarez, that if there is any other instances of obstruction of justice or any sort of inkling that you're demonstrating moral turpitude, I will be so quick to have your bar.
I mean, I don't. You know, I thought when I got hired to the DOJ, we were in need of like building up and getting more stuff, and I feel like I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I know I'm just meeting you for the first time right now, but I, I just I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this, man.
I'm sorry to hear that, but I know it's not easy to hear that from me, so I can understand your internal dissonance.
I just don't understand what went through your head when you decided to just fire me instead of having a conversation first.
Well, first that I couldn't get a hold of you, or we
You
weren't,
never tried.
she never tried, that we hadn't gotten a hold of you yet. I
Oh.
was going to send you the letter. I just pulled the trigger too quick, I think. And I also wanted to get your attention. Because if you were on duty, you just weren't having your ad up. So, and that has been our policy for a little bit now. We have to start taking it seriously.
I don't know. I just feel like that just baffles me. That is, I don't know. You can just fire someone and then just not say a word and just say, hey, you figured that would get your attention. So you knowingly knew that was like.
Well, I was going to send you a letter, as I
It
said.
doesn't matter. You
Being
fired me
drafted
first
right now.
before anything, man.
We can fire anyone for any reason at any
Yeah,
time.
but at least they needed to have a conversation and talk to them beforehand and fire me in person. Don't just remove me from the fucking tablet and then I'm just gone without any
Okay.
talk or anything.
I understand your frustration. I apologize that you feel it's been handled improperly. I will do better in the future.
I felt like you were being sarcastic when you said that.
That was a genuine statement, sir. It's just my
I feel like you
non-honesty.
really don't care. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like you already dislike me because I'm like arguing with you.
Well, if you'd like to help your opinion of yourself in my eyes, then I don't know. But I honestly don't have a firm opinion of you, sir. I'm just trying to make sure that the people employed in the DOJ are not actively working against the ethics and morals that they're supposed to be espousing and upholding.
It's not actively, but it
I
was
mean,
one situation. Not like I'm
it was less than
containing murders as a lawyer.
it was less than a week ago. So, I mean, it's not like this is, being pulled out of my ass from years ago. It's something that's active